ever. Never.
A couple.
No.
A lot of money.
And now he's going to be playing with his son. His son has his own money, so now he can stay out of Dad's pocket for a while.
See, that's the move right there. Are you going to still get Dad to pay for the meals?
Oh, no. I guarantee the first road trip, LeBron going to pass the check to Bron and saying, hey, you got your first check, take care of the
Little rookie initiation, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting, though. There was so much speculation about what the Lakers were going to do in the offseason. They had some pretty big targets out there, and honestly, they've come up short in that department when you look at it, because maybe the biggest addition to this team is J.J. Redick, and he's their head coach. They draft Dalton Knecht at 17th overall, who they really like. Got Bronny James at 55. We'll talk about Bronny in a minute. Retaining LeBron, D'Angelo Russell, which a lot of people were iffy on, Cam Reddish, Hayes, and Christie. The Lakers, very interesting situation right now. Dan Wyke covering the Lakers for the Los Angeles Times. And Dan, let's start with LeBron James. According to reports, he signed that 2-year max deal worth $104 million. But that wasn't the original plan. LeBron was apparently willing to cut some of his salary to make room for another star. But all the players on that list chose different destinations. What does that say about the current roster that's on the Lakers right now, and maybe the lure of playing with LeBron at this point in his career?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting way of looking at it. I think the list in a general sense was like fairly abstract, right? Like LeBron James was willing to take some level of a pay cut should there be a player around that could really move the needle for the Lakers, right? And what that pay cut could have accomplished was it could have given him access to the full mid-level exception. Now, in this free agency, of the 3 players that were reported, only one took a salary in that range, and that was Jonas Valanciunas. And I don't, no disrespect to Valanciunas, I don't view him to be as like the type of player that would really catapult the Lakers, from the play-in tournament to say like the Oklahoma City, Minnesota tier of the Western Conference. So, LeBron kind of does what, we thought he was going to do back in, May, which is, you take the max deal. It was a 1+1. Gives them another opportunity to assess where everything's at next summer. And the Lakers have to look to improve kind of the ways we thought they would have to improve before all of this, right? This is sort of like another little bit of a reset where you start driving down one path only to find out it's a dead end. Kind of similarly, actually, to where they were in the coaching search with Dan Hurley, where we thought it was going to be J.J. Redick. Then, whoa, here's this other option. Let's explore it. And then pretty quickly you get back on the path that you thought you were on all along.
So when you kind of look back at it, who's the one player that they really missed out on that could really help this roster?
Yeah, it was Klay Thompson, right? Like he was the one they aggressively pursued. They offered more years and more money than Dallas did. It would have had to have been via sign and trade with D'Angelo Russell going out somewhere. The Lakers were serious about this, right? They thought there was a nostalgia play to be made with Klay Thompson. He's the kind of shooter that has traditionally really flourished around LeBron James. But it just seemed like this wasn't what Klay wanted. Obviously, it wasn't what Klay wanted. He's going to be on the Dallas Mavericks, a team that is closer to winning, a team that was just in the NBA Finals, right, with younger stars and quite frankly, a bigger role available. The Lakers roster, in addition to being at capacity right now, because it is, they've got 15 players currently under contract. Once officially LeBron puts kind of pen to paper here. The issue is that, if you're looking at like small forward minutes, if you're Klay Thompson, this is going to be a group that's getting back Jared Vanderbilt, right? There's going to have 3-guard optionality with Gabe Vincent. You've got Rui Hachimura, who's a player they mentioned a lot this summer when they talked about kind of in-house development and different things like that. And you still have LeBron James and Anthony Davis with a lot of mouth to feed. I think in Dallas, he slots into a much more comfortable position offensively and, playing alongside Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving. And, he's really adding a team that was on the doorstep of a title.